Hey, what's cracking, y'all? This is Ed from Ed Travels. Um, and I'm doing a response video today from my man's channel, Destro Reborn. An amazing channel, a great content provider, content creator. I urge you to go over and subscribe to his channel. Show the brother some love and support. In this video, he's talking about passport women and their adventures overseas. And I think it's really rich that the same women that are bashing passport bros and saying, why are you leaving the U.S. to go try to find another woman, are the same ones that tweet out, they're no good men here, sis. Go and find your husband elsewhere. The hypocrisy is astounding. So I'm just going to go ahead and let the video play and let's get into it.
Okay, so yes, you know how they have the passport bros, we need the passport sisters because we outnumber men. So eventually we're gonna have to go out of the country to get us a husband because most men in America like what we like.
See, and I'm not gonna stop the video a lot, but see, shame, insults, guilt that need to be right. She had to take a dig at men here in the U.S., questioning their sexuality because they like what we like. It ain't just good enough that you're going to go find your happiness. You got to try to shame, insult, guilt, and sugar honey iced tea on the men here in the U.S. before you.
Emotional damage.
Let's go.
They say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. So Lord Destro welcomes these so-called passport sisters into the fray of our ongoing campaign for free tenderloin distribution, because the world needs modern women, like Alaskans need air conditioning. Let us not act naive. We all know there is a vast and never-ending demand for women that don't cook, clean, and have multiple children.
I really don't give a rat's ass if the male species is depleting, okay?
Men across the globe are ready and willing to discard their fit, tight, and feminine wives for women with multiple tattoos, protruding bellies, and glued-on lace-front wigs. What sane, able-bodied man could deny such a delectable delicacy? Oh yes, the sweet, tangy, pungent odor of unbalanced pH. Picture it, the remains of multiple samples of male DNA converging in her womb like a dry-aged New York strip.
Did you say steak?
To produce that signature musty modern woman smell that we have all grown to love. No Dove or black soap can silence this aroma. My comrades, who are we to hoard such a valuable commodity from the worldwide community of men? Why should we not actively support and help to unleash this blessing to our men across the globe? Lord Destro is a merciful leader. Why should our brothers abroad not know the joys of sleeping with a botched BBL or a Frankenstein woman? Why should they not know the joys of fighting with a woman's baby fathers?
The two began arguing, leading Williams to issue a threat. She was going to have her, quote, baby daddy pull up. Shortly thereafter, a white sedan did pull up. Williams' boyfriend tried to drive away. 2 turns later, there was gunfire.
Yes, I say it loud and proud. You go, girl. You go, girl. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our beloved comrades that hit the super chat button in support of free tenderloin distribution. Your sacrifice is truly appreciated. Now, before we go any further into this rabbit hole, Lord Destro requires you to push that like button and smash that bell in the name of Cobra, and leave a comment below to appease the nosy algo, because as we all know, Big Brother is always watching. Now let the Jubakari commence.
Future rests with Destro now.
I went on a girls trip with a few friends to Jamaica. We just went to go have fun, get away, and I ended up having a little bit too much fun. I ended up having a one-night stand with somebody who worked at the resort, and obviously didn't use protection, came home, and ended up getting really, really sick about a week after I got home. I was in and out of the hospital. They had a hard time finding what was going on because HIV doesn't show up in your blood that quick. And So they finally did a spinal tap. They found HIV in my system, and the rest is history. And here.
See what I'm saying? You're traveling out of the country. At least that's what they say about passport bros. We're traveling out of the country to have SEX. You know what I'm saying? We're 304 mongers. We're going down as SEX tourists. All of it is projection.
Stop the cap.
All of it is projection. You can't throw boulders in a glass house. I feel bad for the lady. I don't want nobody to go out there and get them horrible 3 little letters. But hey, she admitted it. We use no protection, this and that. So hey, it happens.
Here I am.
First off, this is not an attack on our Jamaican brothers and mercenaries. We all know Jamaica has some of the best food, best music, the best sprinters. Well, the list goes on.
And I'm gonna also stop it there. I don't want anybody down in Jamaica to think that this is an attack. This is besmirching beautiful country, beautiful heritage, beautiful people. I love it. That's why it's a destination. You know, in reality, that's where a lot of sisters go to proximity to the US, the culture, the music, the food, just what Destro referred to. And also, I mean, it's a beautiful beaches. The country's a wonderful place. So, in other words, this is no slight to the Jamaican people or their culture at all.
But it is also the signature destination for a large majority of girl trips. Jamaica is also famous for their elite finesse squadron, nicknamed the Rent-A-Dreads. Now you're probably getting a visual of some Bob Marley, Peter Tosh looking dude smoking a spliff, juggling a soccer ball, but that's just not the case. The mysterious Rent-A-Dreads are like the Minutemen in the Fight Club. They could be the guy pumping your gas. It could be the guy renting the jet skis on the beach. It could be the taxi man. It could be the guy that sells your girl a bag of high-quality Sensimania. They have no specific look. Let us not forget one of the most famous Rent-A-Dreads of all time, which was Terry McMillan's husband. At the tender age of 19, he ice-cold pimped the socks off of Terry with the complexion of Prince and a glorious S-curl that would make Denzel Washington jealous.
Not one of the queens on Mount Rushmore. How to get your groove back. One of the founding.
Bruh.
It's yeah.
And he wasn't even pimping in his final form because he didn't even like women.
Sorry for that.
But I digress. Do you honestly think the majority of these Jamaican men or Caribbean men genuinely want non-feminine, high body count, multiple baby, independent women that don't cook or clean as a wife? I doubt that. Will they entertain these women and sleep with them to secure the bag? Of course they would, as they should. These Rent-A-Dreads are not cheap. Women from America and Europe send them a weekly stipend that would shock the average OnlyFans girl.
And here we go. That's another dig they were taking. The women overseas just want you for your money. You going over there and spending your money on these women overseas. These chicks are breaking bread and sending allotments, monthly payments, cha-ching every month. But yet you sitting there throwing rocks, slinging arrows, talking down on people about traveling overseas to take care of poor people.
Stop the cap.
Calling them dirtfoot bees and uneducated and all that.
This video was also a perfect example of how not to passport bro. Rule number 1 of the passport bro commandments is protect the golden member. Hit the clinic with her before you skinny dip in her.
Funny thing is, I didn't know anything about the rafting part of that, but definitely on the resorts, they're having sex. Plenty. Just strap it up. What's the big deal?
And I want to send a shout out to my man Obsidian Ali and Dennis Berlin, the Blizzard King. Two of the first people that I saw that brought to light the hypocrisy of these girls' trips, specifically the raft parties. You know, when they going down and Dexter St. Jock is blowing their backs out, but yet they talking about passport bros. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. They about to talk about it.
Strap it up, man. Strap it up. Use condoms. Stop judging people.
A lot of women go on these trips and get stigmatized by the native men. Don't be fooled. These women will forget what a condom is when they get in this state. Plus, their moist cavity is a safe space for potential diseases and viruses. So Stella's groove might actually come from crabs that are not on the beach. So as a side note, if you decide to stay with your woman after she comes back from one of these girl trips, please make sure you get a full lab panel report on that tenderloin before you dive back in. Ignore the gospel of Lord Destro at your own peril.
So this is the beginning of the video. I had to screenshot it because I had zoomed in on them having sex, and I really wasn't even paying attention to other people until after the fact. So y'all see her right here? Her and that dude went off to the back of the bamboo, and they started doing what they was doing. But this lady right here, her and homeboy right there, guap 3,000.
Bruh.
Now, tell me it isn't so. Tell me it isn't so that the women from the community are not going down there to the islands for the sun, fun, and getting their backs blown out while y'all talking trash about passport bros. Huh? See, what I love about the internet is the fact that you put it out there, somebody gonna find something. It's gonna come to light. It's gonna come to light. That's why this video is so satisfying for me. These are receipts, people. These are receipts. You're running your mouth, you're beating your gums. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. The hypocrisy is astounding. Unreal.
That lady said she getting a full Jamaican experience.
Lord Destro believes that passport girls from selected Eastern European, Latin American, African, and Asian countries would probably find success abroad if they choose to, simply because most men value the attributes that they bring to the quote-unquote table. However, we all know that most modern women are only valuable for one-time usage, like Happy Meal toys, Band-Aids, or Solo cups.
Recreational use only.
Your Grace believes the Western passport girl movement is doomed to failure because no man wants narcissistic, no empathy, high body count independent women. But it's definitely a movie we will all enjoy watching. But wait a minute. You didn't smash the bell and press the like button. Blasphemy.
You guys please go show this brother some love. Please show him some love. This video truly hit home for me. This video really, really hit home for me. It's like vindication. You know, you get that see, all cap.
Stop the cap.
All cap, 100% cap. How can you point fingers like that? Hey man, thanks for watching the video. Please click like, subscribe, the bell icon so you can get notifications when I put up new content. All the links to the original video are going to be down in the description. Shout out to my man Destro Reborn. Thank you so much for doing great work. And this is Ed with Ed Travels. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. Peace.